Hello, today I'm doing a different video where I play an actual game, which is on Roblox, and this game is called Universalis, and it's a map game based off of EU4 or Europa Universalis 4, and one of my friends requested it, so I thought why not. It's based in the medieval era, so the map is very different from what it is today. So if you don't play the game or know about the era, you probably won't recognize the map, but that's okay because I'll run you through it and everything. But today, what I want to do is form the Austro-Hungarian monarchy. Now, it isn't actually a formable in the game, but what I can do is make the shape of it as Austria, which is still kind of cool. So I think we should get into it. Okay, hello. The server has started, so I just need to quickly get Austria, which I have. And I think the first course of action should probably be to make some troops and invade Czechia, or at this time, it's this yellow country, which is called Bohemia. The flag is a little bit different, but if we click diplomacy here, we can see it's Bohemia. So we want to start by making some troops. So click on this icon here in the bottom left, and then recruit. And I just like to press Control and then click because that's the easiest for me. But if you want to make them like separately, that's fine as well. So I think what everyone should start by doing is all of these focuses down here. So ideas, you get these every time you upgrade your tech, and I'm not gonna get into them, but I just generally like to do the financial ones first. And depending on the country, you want to upgrade the merchant cap more or less. But I'll make a different video running through how to actually play the game. This is just my Austro-Hungarian monarchy gameplay. So I'm gonna gather the troops, and once I've done my trade, I can start justifying on Czechia or Bohemia, and yeah, we can get started. Alright, so diplomacy, and we want to justify. Oh, we need to claim first. I forgot about that. So claims, and we need to find the group where we claim. Yeah, this one. I don't think we have enough political power yet, but claims, they're basically all the lands that you can actually invade. And Munich is currently offering me an alliance, which I won't take because I don't really want to ally right now. So claims, as I said, they're all the land that you can get in a country. If you don't claim land, you can't actually take it. So that's how it works. And some countries start with like claim groups, which are groups that you can claim, obviously. They're good and they're bad. They're often like cheaper to in terms of political power to claim like this rather than claim the separate provinces. But I'm just gonna claim this because I have enough political power now, and get my army ready to invade Bohemia. Also, the amount of troops you can get depends on your manpower. So that's the amount of like, that's the number next to the icon here. I'm hovering, and yeah, I'll run through the other details in another video, like I said. But this is generally just the basics that you need to know if you want to play the game. All right, and I think we should be ready to justify on Bohemia. Oh, rival war, that's something different. There's different types of wars, obviously. Usually you just want to go for annexed cores/claims because that's how you can take the most land, or with the least amount of war goal being used up. Because that's just the easiest. See, Bohemia has 6k, and if they go for my fort here, which my troop is on, then they're gonna lose. Or they're gonna lose anyway because they have less men. But when it comes to this, it's kind of difficult to actually play as Austria because at this point it's weaker than Hungary. But Hungary has worse claims, so and it has a worse position on the map. Even if it's just by a bit, I like to play Austria more. Anyway, I'll cut to the part when I finish this war because this is just the boring part of the game. Okay, here we are. We have now taken over Bohemia and Austria grows. So I did forget to say this, but whenever you try and like take over a country, there's like this war goal system where you can only like get what you want if you take what you want in like simple terms. So you have to take an important part of a country, like a capital, to be able to negotiate, because then they lose their stability and then they'll probably accept your peace treaty more. So like if I just take one province, they're not gonna let me take that whole country. Yeah, that's how that works. So now I don't think I'm gonna go for Poland because it's pretty strong and my army's a little bit weak right now. So I'm probably gonna go for Croatia, which is down here. It's this light blue country. The name is the same, and the flag is well kind of similar, not really. But I'll just justify and get some more troops because I don't think 4K will be enough. Alright, so oh yeah, rivals. So rivals, well, I'm not sure how to describe them really. It's just a person or a country that you can go to war with in like a rival war. And rival wars, they're good for political power because they can help you get a lot of it. But there's like a limit to how many you can do. I'm pretty sure it's one in every 40 years. So up here you can see like what year it is. As I said, it's like the medieval ages, sort of. And yeah, so after the 40 years is up, then you can do another rival war. This is just like so it's more balanced and you can't get that much political power because it is something you need a lot of. And so I just took over Bohemia, right? Uh, you need to core basically. Coring is something that you do if you take over a country that might resist occupation. So it it doesn't want to be a part of Austria in this situation, and we need to make sure they don't revolt. So we want to core them. And if we click on this flag map here, we can see that the yellow parts aren't cored, the light blue parts are our claims, and the green parts are the cores. This black one here, that's our capital. So I'm just going to core some to make sure our unrest doesn't go really high. And I think I'm also going to get rid of this fort here, because forts actually cost money, which is kind of annoying. But I recommend only putting forts where you need them, so maybe a capital and like trade centers. Vienna is actually a trade hub, so that's why I'm keeping one there, and it's also my capital. So I need to defend it. I did just take Croatia's capital, Zagreb. So this percentage here, if we look at this flag over here, that's the war score, or the war, yeah, the war score. And there's this willingness to accept tab here. So if I take everything, they're probably going to accept now because I've taken their capital. But if I didn't take their capital, they would have declined. This would have been a cross here. Yeah. So there we go. Now I just need to take over Bosnia or Poland. I'm gonna check if Poland's a player, which they aren't, which means I probably can take over Poland. That reminds me, I do need to core more. I haven't cored the capital of Czechia. But realistically, you only need to core the provinces that are a different religion or ideology. See, look, you can see the religion below the like the province, and this one's Orthodox, while my country is actually Christian. So I'll have to convert that province. If I click on my flag, provinces, and religion, then I can see that Bach, or however you say that, is Orthodox. So I'll need to convert that to Christianity to make sure they don't revolt. Provinces have a higher chance of revolting if they are like not the same ideology uh or religion. So it seems like Poland's a player now, which is annoying, but I'm gonna take over Bosnia in that case, and I'll see you when I have taken over them. Okay, I'm back. So Bosnia is an Austrian province once again. Let's hope our prince doesn't die this time. So the next course of action is kind of difficult because Hungary and Poland are both players, which means I probably can't take over either of them. And Venice is refusing to give me any of their Croatian land. which is also a problem. And Bavaria's also got some Austrian land, so I'll need to figure out a way to get myself out of this, because right now I'm in a really bad position. I do have an ally in the north, the Prussia now. They used to be the Teutonic Order. Hopefully, with their help, I can kill Poland and maybe take over Hungary. But for now, I'm just going to convert my provinces and try and develop and take a look at Hungary. Okay, it seems like Poland has left the game. Let's hope I don't jinx it and they come back right away. But I think I need to attack while I can. And also, I did just realize that Hungary decided to ally with the whole server. So I don't think I can attack them for a while at least. But I'm gonna take care of Poland, and hopefully I'm one step closer to making the monarchy. Alright, hello, we're back after a while. This took way too long. Hungary decided to ally with even more people, but now it's sort of come to stab them in the back. As you can see, we're not in the 15th century anymore because it's taken that long. They attacked one of my allies, Prussia, so me and the Ottomans decided to defend Prussia. So hopefully we're gonna fully take over Hungary now. And like, as you can see, they took over a lot of the land I needed. So it's gonna be good to see them fall. This guy's talking to me. I take Romania only. Okay. Alright. Oh man. This has been a long time coming. Now all I need is some lands over here because I'm still missing the well, Salzburg and this other province, Linz, and the Trent, the Italian province. I'm also missing this one, as well as some Croatian land. Now I'm gonna split my army like this by clicking this button, and we're just gonna split Hungary. Even though they allied the whole server, it looks like nobody actually wanted to help them. But that's fine. I mean that's kind of weird. You know, you'd expect your allies to help you in a war. I guess they just weren't a good ally. But yeah. So once they collapse, I don't think I can get all the land because that's gonna take a lot of war score. And I only have 5% right now, which isn't gonna be enough. So I think this is going to take multiple wars to actually accomplish. Alright, now I'm planning to invade Bohemia, but it looks like they have a lot of vassals, which are just like countries that they control, sort of, but they haven't taken them over. So like a puppet. So these are all their puppets, and they also have a couple allies, which could be an issue, but I think I can probably take them so long as I have a big enough army. And I have asked them to give me the provinces I need, the 2 provinces that I need, but I guess they just don't want to accept, which is fine by me. But we'll just have to do it the hard way. Hopefully this is enough troops. I think it is, as long as they don't bring their allies in. Yeah, okay, Saxony joined, Prussia joined. Okay, that's not good. Yes, Prussia peaced. Okay, all I need are these 2 provinces. Okay, Saxony peace, which means it's just me and Bavaria. I'm gonna attack that capital because wait, did they leave? Oh, no, I do not want white peace. I just want to get these 2 provinces. I think this is Bavaria's only good choice, and they decided to follow up with that good choice. Okay, now we only need a couple more provinces as well as Hungary to complete our dual monarchy. Alright, we're in the final stretch here. We're gonna take the rest of Hungary and hopefully unite all of them under Austrian law. After this, it's only Venice that we need to take care of, and then we will reach the end goal. Alright, this should be a pretty easy war because Hungary left after our initial war. It seems like I don't have gunners, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna split my army and get as many tiles as I can as quickly as I can. After this, I think I'm gonna be about the 8th strongest country in the server, and that should put me in a pretty good position against Venice, even though they're like the 4th best, I think. No, 3rd. You can always check the ledger to see who has the most development and the max manpower. Max manpower is the amount of troops you can get, and it grows over time. See, look, for me, it's 13,630, but if you have a more developed or a stronger country, that number's going to be higher, so you can get a bigger army. But it doesn't actually tell you how much manpower they have at the time, so you can't tell like how much troops they can actually get. Maybe they have less than what the number says. In fact, they usually do have less because they've made troops recently. So after this, anyone who likes this video, maybe you could comment what kind of video you guys want to see next, or something like that, because I like making videos like this. It's just sometimes I get in a server which is very difficult, to say the least, because there's too many people who ally up and everything, but I don't want to complain because it really isn't that bad, and it's fun. It's fun playing this game, and I think it's worth learning it because it's one of the few good map games on Roblox. There's many games that are just like map painting, which I don't like that kind of game because there's not any skill to it. But then again, there isn't much skill to this game either, honestly. You just have to pick a good country and you'll probably win. Then again, that could be. It just depends on what type of game you like, what type of person you are, and yeah. It does look like I can't take all of Hungary again, which means I'll have to have another war, which is really annoying, but it's okay. I won't show you guys that because there's just no point. It's just I'm just gonna be talking and it's boring. I'll show you guys the almost finished Austria-Hungary. Besides the Austrian, I mean the Venetian parts. All right. This is the final stretch officially. I'm now at war with Venice, but I kind of rushed it, so I did lose some land in the process, but I'll get that back quickly. I only need about 3 provinces from Venice, but it can be pretty difficult with AIs because, well, actually, it's not that difficult, but you have to take a lot more provinces than what you would have to with a player because they might accept even if you don't have the required war score. So, I think I'm just gonna. I don't think I'm gonna take the capital because Italian provinces are very valuable. So if I can just get a lot of his provinces, I probably don't have to take his capital. And all right, and I think that's enough. Oh, that took so long. Anyway, now I can make the peace treaty, so I can take all of my land here, and that is done. I just need one more part of Croatia and some remnant of Hungary here, and I'm finished. So I'll quickly just take this Croatian province, and then I should be good to take Hungary and finally finish this challenge. Alright, war, and then just quickly take over this tiny micronation, if you will, because it's just one tile. And yeah. Okay. There we are, we've taken over all of Ragusa. And now we just have to take Hungary, and it's finally finished. After that, we'll check our place on the leaderboard and see where we're at. Maybe we're in top 5, we'll see, I'm not sure yet. Alrighty, so we've only got to kill this troop here, and then we should be good to go. I think their capital is this province here, Bukovina. And we should be all right. And click. All right, and that is Austria-Hungary for you. Oh, what is going on? Why is there rebellions? Oh, that's not good. I was just about to do an outro, but I guess there's rebellions. I can take these guys though. It's just I don't think I've called the. I have called them. Okay, but I need to call more and convert the provinces. So this is what happens if you don't call properly, and if you don't convert properly. You get these guys called rebels, and they're not good generally because if you let this counter go up to 100%, then they'll declare independence and become a separate part, and they'll just leave your country. Okay, now that is Austria-Hungary at its greatest in Universalis Remastered. If you want to do this, I'll put the link to the game down below, and you can play it yourself. Now, this just takes a really long time, and you need to get to know the game. If I were you, I'd probably pick an easier country to start off with, like France or Britain, something in the West. Because playing in Central or Eastern Europe is really difficult because it's generally poor at this time. So, yeah, if you want to get to know or start playing this game, then yeah, just try it out. And I'll make another video telling you guys how to play it because this was just my run. Thank you for watching. If you want any other run, please comment it down below and subscribe. Goodbye.